You're listening
You're listening
You're listening
to another episode
of the Fresh Takes
podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Fresh Takes podcast. Pat is back. How we doing, boys?
Good, good.
As good as I can be.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
good.
rough week, except for the Eagles.
I I was sitting at a wedding during that, and there was like a little bit of downtime, and I pulled up the thing and saw that we had taken the lead with some amount of time left, and I was like, okay, the Rams are going to go down and score. And then like I happened to look down at the right moment and saw that the Eagles score went up, and I was like, what the just happened? Like,
Yeah, I got
so I didn't see it
notified.
live, but damn.
I got notified that they had tied it up, and I was like, "Oh, there's still like 4 minutes left. Rams can get down there and just get a field goal." And then I
Yeah.
saw that it said like it was like 33 to something. I was like, What?"
Yeah.
But yeah, so Eagles beat the Rams. Tank and I were like real set that Rams were gonna pull it off this week, even though in our
Yeah, so I was
picks,
set. I
Tank
was set
decided
on
to
the
change
podcast that
it.
the Rams were. I was gonna say I had it set on the podcast that the Rams were going to win, but then I don't know what in my head made me go on paper wise go Eagles.
Yeah, Tater. No, I'm just kidding. You still lost this week though, so
I lost probably bad.
no, actually we all did bad this week. Me and Pat had 9, you had 8.
That's not bad.
This is
Oh,
our first week of everybody being under double digits.
well, you
Oh
say
Um,
wow.
bad, but nine's pretty much my average, so I'm right on cue.
uh, no, Pat, you got 12 last week.
Yeah, okay, well,
Because I know it's only week 3, but the standings are I have 33. Hank has 33. And Pat, you got a big whopping 30.
yeah, see?
I mean, 3 games. That there's 3 games, brother. It can happen.
I would say those 3 games could be your downfall. But remember the rule of if you predict the Super Bowl, you get an extra 5. If you predict the winner, you get an extra 10, which you did
Well,
last year.
yeah, but so it's averaging that I'm a pick down each week, which is about what I finished last year, like 16 behind you guys, or 32 behind you guys, or
Yeah, but you tied for
something.
first this week, so I mean, you started out 9, then went 12, and then went 9 again. I mean, you're fluctuating.
I'm
But
going 16 this week.
all right, AJ Brown finally went off. Finally does something after what our over and under said he wasn't gonna. No, we said that Jalen wouldn't do anything. Pat got that one right. We thought Jalen would not go over 200 passing yards, and he had like 220 something.
Yeah.
Mostly in one quarter.
Yeah, definitely looks like that defense is struggling a little.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, Pat, because I know Dallas's defense is crappy right now, but
Look, so there's the
y'all do.
Giants.
Well, it's actually the rush defense. For they just can't stop the run right now for some reason, and then they're since week one, Adore Jackson's kind of held up much better. Like they're giving up receptions, but they are. I mean, their red zone defense is holding pretty well.
Yeah, definitely definitely think that all of our defenses look pretty bad, and it's a shame because the Giants had like one of the best looking defenses on paper. And well, yeah, we're struggling. But before we get into the Giants game, let's head over to the biggest blowout of the week. Chicago absolutely decimating the Cowboys. And now without CeeDee Lamb for the next couple weeks, George Pickens finally dropping into his into his raging.
Hey,
Can we
it's
just like
picking somebody.
bypass this game?
Look, there's still some decent receivers out there that Jerry Jones could call that he's not going to.
Jerry Jones won't call nobody. Good bud.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? What's his name? Odell was out there.
Hunter
Who
Renfro
else?
got re-released.
Who else? Allen Robinson. He's trying to make a comeback. He wants somebody to pick him up.
Odell Beckham.
That's what I said.
No, I'm just saying I could take him.
Um, Michael Thomas is out there. You take Michael Thomas. You guys could convince Amari Cooper to unretire.
Yeah, I think he'd rather go back to the Raiders.
I think he
uh,
would come out of retirement for I don't know.
you could
I could
ask.
see pigs flying before he came out of retirement for Dallas.
You could ask Kadarius Toney to drop his rap career and come out of retirement.
No, I'm good. I saw how much you loved him, so
Yeah, he's won two Super Bowls. I mean,
Yeah, he might be the most hated person on this show for two different reasons.
I don't think he's the most hated.
no, on this show he is because Pat hates him and I hate him. You only hate Jalen Ramsey.
I don't know. His hatred for Jalen Ramsey might outweigh our hatred combined.
No,
No,
I
The way
cannot
he just
stand
said
Tony with how much we were hyping him up as a first round pick for him to do what he did for us.
that.
I would say no matter how much actually, you know what? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Nobody matches the hate that I have towards Kenny Galladay. I think in the pod he is the most hated. Absolutely ruined us on money. So I would say you guys
He's
can say
the
what you
reason
want, but
he's the
I say
reason you're
he.
still recovering right now.
Exactly. Say he still is one of the reasons we have no money. Trying to see
That's
who all
funny.
receivers are still out there. They're just giving me people who were free agents this year that re-signed. I don't want people who re-signed. I want people who are still available.
that tells you how no good ones are out there, really.
I was going to say Gabe Davis, but he signed. Is Tyler Boyd still available, or did he re-sign with the Titans?
There's a name I forgot about.
Yeah, let's see. Well, he's also old. I think it says he's like 31 now. People don't really want the older receivers. Oh no, this is saying that he is a free agent. You guys get Tyler Boyd. He'd be a good slot guy, or you could try and trade for somebody. But all right, how are you feeling, Tank? I mean, it shows your run game's still there. Like,
Yeah, I will say our run game is there, but
say Javante wasn't just a one and done type thing against the Eagles. He's actually showing that he can be a big playmaker.
I don't know. I'm so they gave me a little bit of hope with the Philly game, and I feel with the Giants game they let me down. But it is what it
Well,
is.
okay, let you down, but was it the offense that let you down or the defense? Because the offense played very well. So I don't know how you could say that the offense let you down.
The
The
defense
defense
is
I
letting
can
me down,
see.
but what I'm saying, the team altogether. You can't just have one good side. You got to have okay. Yes, you can have one great side, either offense or defense, but you can't have just one of them be great and the other one just be piss poor, horrible. You got to have a little bit uh, uh of a decent on both sides. So my offense is looking great up here, but my defense is not even on the camera because that's how horrible it is, and that's why my whole team all around with a full grade overall looks crappy.
So
Yeah.
y'all are the Bengals of last year?
Pretty much.
Yeah, because the Bengals were great on offense, but terrible on defense. But all
Yeah.
right, let's head to the Sunday night game. The probably biggest heartbreak for all of us. Chiefs finally get a first win. Giants and Chiefs 6-9 at halftime. I thought, hey, we're actually gonna do this.
Yeah.
And then we just completely crap the bed in the second half.
I did
I'm
too. I mean, that's why I
glad I
even
went to
picked
bed.
the Giants because I mean, I thought the Chiefs were on a small downward spiral. Yes, the second half of the season, they will pick it back up. But I thought they were on that downward spiral. 0-3, 0-4.
Yeah, I
But
was
Giants
expecting
let me
a
down.
little more from our receivers, seeing how week one, Johnson and Keenan Allen went crazy against the Chiefs. Then week two, I wouldn't say the Eagles really went crazy on passing in that game. But then, like, that week we had Wandale and Neighbors 300 each. I was expecting something from them. But I think what Neighbors didn't have a catch until like the fourth quarter, and he only had two catches for like 13 yards. But
Yeah.
Russell is officially benched. Jackson Dart will
So I was
start
going to get
the
ready.
rest of the
I was going
season.
to get ready to bring that up. Would you rather start Winston or would you rather honestly start Dart?
Dart. Why would we move up and get rid of draft picks to not play Dart?
I think give him 2 more weeks, then
No,
start him.
no, I would not start Dart against the Eagles.
Oh, is that who y'all got in 2 weeks?
Yes, we play. We have the
Yeah.
Chargers, the Saints, Eagles, Broncos, Eagles.
Oh,
You definitely want to start
And,
him against the Chargers because it's a big defense. Then you go
and it's
against the Saints, who have a terrible defense, so that gives him a mixture of both good and bad to then go up against the Eagles.
when isn't
okay,
the
yeah.
Chargers the home game? Like Giants are home.
Yeah, but we were home this week too.
Because like you don't want to start him his first start, even if it is against the Saints. Like you'd rather not start him on the road in like a you don't want the crowd to factor his
Yeah,
first
especially
start,
because I think
really.
we play in Philly the first time.
Yeah, so like there's no good spot because the Brutal's so scheduled, but like he's gonna
No,
have
I
to hit the ground
agree.
running.
Now that I didn't know you all had that, I thought it was later down the
But
road y'all had that
hey,
part
you
scheduled. But
you go back to one of the episodes we did during the off season. I called it by week four. Dart was starting.
Yeah.
Say, I told you guys by week four, Jackson Dart was going to be in there because Russell was not going to show anything. So then let me ask you this: 1 year signed to the Giants. Is Russell done after this? He
yeah,
was replaced by Seattle. He got replaced by Denver. He got replaced by Pittsburgh. Now he's getting replaced by New York. At this point, he's done.
Who replaced him in Pittsburgh?
He got shipped out. They didn't offer him another contract, so he was replaced.
I don't
So you
really
got to think
care
Aaron
about
Rodgers then
replacement.
replaced him.
But he only had a 1 year contract at Pittsburgh, so I don't really consider that a.
I consider replacing because if you don't get offered a new contract, they don't want you back. So they're clearly going to replace you.
They already knew that they weren't going to bring him back. Even when
Exactly. So he
when
was
they offered him the
replaced.
one, they already knew he they. But what I'm saying is, they already knew when they offered him that 1 year deal that he was not coming back to the second season
He also,
Well,
when he was
if
not injured anymore, they didn't put him in to start. They kept Fields in.
because Fields was doing great.
Exactly.
I think he's done. I
I
don't
say,
think
I
he's
think
going to.
He's going to be gone after this.
Nobody's going to want to offer him a contract.
I don't think he really has the if he can tone down his like Woody Who, Rudy Toot stuff, he might make a good backup, but I don't even know if somebody would want to sign him for his backup.
I tell you what, since he might try and trade for him.
I mean, yeah,
If Burrow doesn't come back, I would be rather keeping Winston over Russ. And if since he's going to give us like a fourth for, I'd take it.
Yeah.
Like
Something.
honestly, I would take a fourth round pick just to get rid of Russ because we only need Dart and Winston. Russ
I mean,
showed that
take
Right?
anything
he has the yardage in him, but he can't complete passes downfield without being picked off.
and take
I just
anything because they already said Dart's the starter for the season. Like
Yeah.
Russ isn't getting back in there.
Yeah. I say unless which knock on wood, Dart gets hurt, Russ isn't gonna be back. And honestly, at that point, I think Winston might even get a chance. Unless Dart
honestly, I
literally
feel
does like god awful and they're like, okay, I'm changing the plan. We're putting Russ back in. I think Cincy should try and reach out and trade for him.
Yeah.
But all
You
right,
think
ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you got some, Pat?
oh my bad. Yeah, I was just gonna ask, sorry. Do you think because this is kind of a last call for Dayball to save his job kind of too. If Dart does look awful for like 5 weeks, even though he's a rookie, tough schedule, week 8, do they just pull the plug on Dayball?
I think they keep Dayball to the end of the year.
I was gonna
And I
say I
think no
think
matter how we look, he's gone. Like even if
I think
Dart
this
goes undefeated for the rest of the season, Dayball's still gonna be gone.
real I see now
Because
I don't see that. I could see if Dart goes the next I don't know how many games, 16, 7 or whatever games that he goes undefeated. I think Dayball stays. But if they lose a good bit of games,
I
he's
tell you
done.
what, I don't think Dayball goes halfway through the season, but I think Kafka goes. Like I think we'll fire Kafka, bring in a new OC, or just have Dayball take over OC. But I think Kafka would go before Dayball. But I don't know. Dayball, they showed on Sunday night, his first year he went 9-8. Since then, the last 2 years or 3 years, he's been 9-27. So I think no matter what, he's gonna be gone. Say even if he would go undefeated from now, that would make his record 21-28. So I think he's done. But all right, with that being said, let's send it on over to Tank for that catch though with Tank. Take it away, Tank.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of That Catch Though, where I got 3 nominations, 1 honorable mention, and we'll see who wins that catch though. With the honorable mention going to Tremaine Edmonds of the Bears. Your first one up is DK Metcalf of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the video.
Rodgers, timing route to the end zone.
Video 2 goes to none other than George Pickens of the Dallas Cowboys.
Scott rolling, floating.
And the third video goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Emeka Egbuka. I probably definitely butchered that last name, but here's the video.
Mayfield looking for Ibuka. Oh, what a catch.
And the winner goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers player, Emeka Egbuka. Kelly butchered that last name again. I do apologize. I don't care. So go ahead, boys.
There's so many people who say it differently. I call him Abuka.
Isn't it Egbuka?
Yeah, but I think it's one of those where the G is silent.
Yeah, no,
Abuka?
well, yeah, I haven't quite ever heard it pronounced the way Tank did though, so it might be your favorite.
Egbuka. How did I even say it?
Egabuka? I
Egabuka.
would say there's no A in
Egabuka.
there, but he added one, so he said Egabuka. I just call him Abuka because the G I think is silent. But all right, this week we've got a bunch of games. None of the teams are on bye for us as the Eagles face the Buccaneers. Jalen Hurts kryptonite.
Whole team script tonight.
Oh yeah.
It's that we always play at Tampa too, and it's always hot.
Yeah, so what are we thinking? What are we thinking? No Mike Evans. Godwin, I don't think is on track to come back yet. And Abuka, last I knew, he had a nagging injury. So
Go Birds.
I would say, what are we thinking?
They
Yeah, I'm
break
afraid
the
if
streak.
I say one thing and I'm gonna when I go do my paperwork, it's gonna be something else.
Look, it's kind of hard to justify saying it here, and then in like 2 days, Jalen Hurts gets hurt in practice and he's not going to be at the game, of course I'm going to change my answer at that point.
All right, so I'm
So,
gonna go. I'm
saying
going
it on the
Bucks right
pod
now.
and then doing it, it can be different because yeah, I'm going to say the Eagles, but like, if Saquon goes down, Jalen Hurts goes down, both happen to go down in practice, I'm not picking the Eagles.
I'm going Bucks.
I'm going Philly. I think Philly holds on.
Yeah, going Philly.
Do
So
you want to know?
I think it's gonna be a hard passing game without Evans, without Godwin. Um, Kate Otten really hasn't been doing much this year so far.
Get off the laptop.
Better
So
Bucky
yeah,
Irvin, Baker Mayfield show.
Stop.
I definitely think Philly could pull it out. So after that,
Okay.
we've got Washington versus Atlanta. Atlanta coming off
Washington.
one of the worst games ever. Didn't even make it
Washington.
past the 30-yard line last week.
Washington.
Yeah, even without Jaden Daniels, I'm still choosing Washington.
I don't know. Is Jaden back? Because
I think that they're still planning to just rest him this week as well. There hasn't been a full update.
Which I don't blame them. I mean,
Um,
honestly, but they got Mariota as backup.
yeah. Okay, so 2 hours ago, Jaden Daniels says that he feels good, but an hour ago at a press conference, he said, I feel good, but the doctors make the decisions, not me. So we're waiting to hear from his doctors.
yeah.
So with that being
Washington.
said, I'm going Washington still. Marcus Mariota, I think, could do it.
The revenge game. Yeah, I'll take Washington.
All right, now let me ask you this. If Washington absolutely destroys the Falcons, is Kirko coming back in?
No, I don't think so.
Even if Michael Penix does exactly what he did last week, you don't think Kirko will come in?
I do. I do.
I think if Washington blows them out of the water next week, Kirk is starting.
Yeah, if they do not score any points,
Especially with how much they paid him. If they do like they did last week, Kirk is definitely starting next week.
Tough. It's a tough situation. I don't know. I feel like I mean, if he did it 3 games in a row, sure, but I don't. I don't know.
buddy.
Well, let me look at this real quick. Who does Atlanta play next week? So if they completely crap the bed against Washington, oh, they got Buffalo next week. Kirk Cousins is starting. Michael Penix ain't surviving.
Oh
So,
no.
all right. After that, the start of Dart, as New York will be at home to face the Chargers. And I don't know how Dart is yet. I gotta go with
Chargers.
the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm saying
sorry. Chargers
Chargers
are
is one of the top teams. Pat, if you don't have them ranked top 4 in your power rankings later, we're gonna have some talking to do. But yeah, Chargers all the way. And then last up, Sunday night, the revenge game. Mr. Micah Parsons said he's gonna feel nice to sack Dak Prescott, and he's not gonna hold up. We have the Packers versus the Cowboys.
Packers.
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 I think that's a Packers for everybody. Yeah, without CD, that's really gonna hurt them. Uh, I don't really know how you go around it. I mean, I guess the Packers did just lose to Cleveland.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I mean,
with that, they're going to come. Green Bay's going to come out charging out, and they're going with Micah coming back. They're going to make it so much harder, and they're going to be like, "Look, that game that we just lost to the Cleveland Browns, that was a fluke win for them. We're on a death roll, and they're
like
steamrolling it."
Especially
that
since it's
was
in Dallas, Micah Parsons is gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah,
it was such an unbelievable because like you're hosting a shutout and you only have 3 minutes left to get the shutout, and then like everything just went awry. So like, yeah, a little slip up for the Packers, but
Yeah, I think also if you watch back Marcus Golden, if he doesn't run out of bounds and he runs up the field like he should have, everything would have been fine. I think that was the biggest
Yeah.
downfall. Golden just not
It
running up the
was
field.
like nice,
Uh,
nice footwork. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
with
not
what,
gonna.
like 4 minutes left? Yeah.
but all right. Well, with that being said, let's shoot it on over to the boss man Tim for his segment. Have a day. Take it away, Tim.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with Have a Day, and I'm going to need some help from my established co-host here for who gets the victory because I'm very torn between two of my people. So
Okay.
first up, we've got David Montgomery, 1 catch, 13 yards, 12 carries, 151 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Next up, we've got Trey Tucker with 8 catches, 145 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 rush for 4 yards. And then last but not least, we have a defensive player, Isaiah Rogers, 1 pick 6 for 87 yards, 1 fumble recovery for a touchdown, 3 tackles, and 2 pass deflections. Guys, I'm torn between Trey Tucker and Isaiah Rogers, but I'm going to go ahead and say it out there. Isaiah Rogers, have a day.
That's who I would have picked.
Say,
I,
I,
I feel like Isaiah Rogers should get it, but I also feel like there's another defensive player that got left off the list that maybe had a better day than David Montgomery, and that's Jordan Davis.
yeah, but I don't nominate it. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I think with just the 12 carries, Montgomery having 151 yards, I think that's like
No, he
stellar.
every time he touched it was an 11-yard gain. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and then the 72-yard run to basically seal the deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I should have put the Detroit Lions' whole entire defense on there.
7 sacks. Yeah,
Yeah,
geez.
7 sec. Did they also have a fumble? 2 fumbles?
Think
Two
Say,
two.
fumble recoveries.
yeah, I say Detroit's defense should have been on there, but yeah, I was torn between Trey and Isaiah only because Trey, what would be the average of that? 145 yards and 8 catches. He had an average of 18 yards a catch. I mean, every catch that's a first down plus. So
Yeah.
yeah, all right, let's get it, boys. Over and under this week. Dallas
Okay.
O line giving up 1.5 sacks. Definitely over.
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 Say that's definitely an over. I think Parsa gets that himself. Dallas punts 3.5 times.
Over.
Over.
I want to say over, but I also want to say that they turn over so that they don't have to worry about the punts.
Good
I'm
call,
gonna I'm
too.
gonna go different. I'm gonna say under. Like I said, I think it'll be not Jerry, Schottenheimer trying to be risky, and he's gonna go for it a lot. All right. He's had a touchdown every single game so far. Cam Scatabo, 1.5 touchdowns.
I'm gonna say under because he just gets one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
That's what
under
I'm thinking.
too.
One. Under.
All right, Jackson Dart total yards 250. I'm gonna say over because
That's
I feel like they're gonna pound him.
and who they play?
Chargers.
I'm gonna say under just because it's his first start. It's tough. I don't know.
I'm
The
gonna
only
go
reason
under.
I'm saying over is he's kind of a mobile quarterback, and it seems like every team the Chargers have played, mobile quarterbacks have gone off. Like Mahomes did it, Knicks was doing it. So that's why I'm giving
Under.
it.
I'm going under.
All right, 70 rushing yards for Saquon. I'm going over.
Over. Kobe, stop.
Under.
I definitely think by the second half he can do it because I think
Mm.
they'll be up and they'll pound him. And then Eagles defense allowing 100 yards plus rushing over.
Over.
I'm going under.
All right. With that being said, let's send it on over to Pat for his power rankings this week. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get it last week, but we got it this week. So take it away, Pat.
All right, this week's good enough. Few new faces. Maybe one new face. Two. Uh, Tim, it's funny. I'll just give away number 4 right now because you mentioned if the Chargers aren't in the top 4. Well, funny enough, number 4 is the Chargers. So a weird release schedule here, but 10, I've got the Seahawks. At 9, I've got the Lions. At 8, I've got the 49ers, which I probably should have switched the Lions to 49ers, but they're still undefeated, so.
Yeah.
Uh, got Washington at number 7, Tampa Bay at number 6. They could probably be top 5, but I didn't drop Green Bay that much because I still think they're solid, so I have them at number 5, even with the loss there. For the Chargers, that leaves top 3 being Philly at 3, Buffalo at 2, and the Colts are still at it. Maybe it's not a 1 week fluke, maybe it's not a 2 week fluke. They're the best team in the league right now.
So I might have missed them or not heard. Do you
Sorry.
not have Tampa in the top 10?
Oh,
No, they
yeah,
did. They were number
Oh,
six.
okay.
Tampa number 6. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought I misheard, but I was about to say there's no way Tampa is not in there.
No,
But
I hate them that much. They suck.
yeah, Baltimore fallout.
Yeah, Baltimore fell out.
Wow, that's crazy.
Um,
How many
yeah,
teams
I
are still
mean,
undefeated?
6 teams
There's
undefeated.
Wow, okay. Who do you think is gonna be the sole survivor?
Ooh. Um,
Colts.
well, I guess Tampa loses this week. Uh,
So you got
Buffalo
Chargers,
wins.
Buffalo, Philly, Tampa, Colts, Niners. I think out of
I
all of it,
say
Buffalo will be the
Niners
sole
maybe lose this
survivor.
week.
I'm just talking like who's going to be the last one to lose. I think Buffalo.
Yeah, I'd have to see the upcoming like next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
say
know who the
Buffalo.
Colts play.
I
Colts
was
play
gonna say I
Titans.
think it's the Colts or Buffalo.
Oh, here you go. Jets and Miami. First one will get their first win. Tennessee and Houston. Somebody's going to get their first win.
Oh, the Chiefs and the Ravens. Someone's going 1-4
1-3.
or 1-3. That's crazy to
Yeah.
think.
I'd say that's going to be a crazy start. What is it? What's crazy is if Cleveland wins and Pittsburgh loses, Cleveland's on top of that division. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That's this week's episode in the books. Looking forward to Jackson's start. But other than that, I will send it on over to Pat. Remember to tell us your favorite part in the description or the comments below. And take it away, Pat.
Yeah, what can I say? The Eagles are just the best team of all time. Uh, finally. I
Okay.
can't do this anymore.
Okay.
Oh, dude. So, hey, actually, real quick on my outro, Tank, I was gonna have it until last week, the recurring theme of just making the Cowboys rank number 10 the whole season, just as a recurring theme. And I gave up on it. I gave up on it too early in the season.
Hey, if Chicago wouldn't have beat them, they could still be there.
I would have never put them in the half.
All right, back. Take us away, Tank.
You can follow us on the good old X, aka FKAARTA Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification button, the bell button, the whole shebang, and the kit and caboodle, and what all those other ones are. Dallas, I love y'all. I mean, I even got you tattooed on my arm. Do better. Other than
Hey,
that, I will see y'all next week. Peace.
at least
Tank
you're doing
signing
better
off.
than Kellen Moore and the Saints. Goodbye, everybody.